Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing.
In this bulletin, over 30,000 Fijians part of illegal scheme. Sabu Town Council under the spotlight. And local movie production creates employment.
From the studios of FBC Suva.
Good morning. There are more than 500 pyramid schemes in operations around the country, and over 30,000 Fijians are involved in the illegal act. The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission confirms several of these schemes are now under investigation. Kelly Vadala reports.
People in core groups are now persons of interest, and the FCCC is building up a profile on these individuals.
I've personally spoken to certain people in these core groups. One said to me, I'm going to take this money and I'll draw, which is Fijian if I'm going to run away. Right? There are other people who have taken close to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 and have just run away. And there are other people now waiting to get their money. These things are now coming up in Nindi and Bao where people are complaining.
Joel Abraham adds the schemes are causing a social divide within communities.
It is going to cause families to break apart, it is going to cause friends to break apart, it is going to cause people who attend church, mosques, temples to break apart, because there will be bad blood when people lose their hard-earned money, when you have made an empty promise that you know you can't keep, or for some people they don't know that they can keep.
The FCCC, together with the Consumer Council, are now looking into the magnitude of these illegal schemes.
Please remember that it's illegal, whether it's a gifting community or any form of other community, it is illegal.
Earlier this week, the Minister of Commerce and Trade Faiz Koya warned that pyramid schemes are illegal. Anyone found organizing or participating in these schemes will be charged. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The Sabu Town Council is now under investigation for alleged abuse of office. Local Government Minister Pramila Kumar confirms the council did not prepare any annual report in the last 10 years. Pranita Prakash reports.
The Sabu Town Council accounts are now being audited.
It's abuse of office. It's really abuse of office that we are looking at. Because when staff are appointed for such jobs, they're supposed to serve the ratepayers and ensure that the money that's been entrusted to them is spent as per the budget or as per the discussion with the special administrators. And the idea is to get value for money and not waste money on things that you can actually avoid.
Kumar says the matter is now with the Fiji Independent Commission Against Corruption.
One of the issues that we do have for Sabu Town Council was the replacement of a vehicle which was working in a good condition, and it was only 2 years old. Why would you want to replace a vehicle and then sell that vehicle at a lower cost through a tender process? So it didn't make sense to us, and such matters are being looked at by FICA.
At the moment, we try to improve what's on the ground. We leave that issue now is with FICAC, and that's where it will be until they come back to us with something. In the meantime, we focus on other areas.
The local government minister says corruption is a cost to government and to taxpayers in many different ways. She says fighting corruption should be everyone's duty to support. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
A local movie production which was launched on Saturday night created employment for over 30 Fijians. Acting Attorney General and Minister for Trade and Tourism Faiz Koya highlighted this during the launch of the local movie Him the Angry One at Live Cinemas in Nakasi. He says the audiovisual industry is increasingly becoming a critical industry, especially in economic recovery post-COVID. The minister says he looks forward to more local movie production in the future.
We all know how important it is at the moment to secure employment. I'm actually also glad to learn that the production took place here in Suva and in Lamy and also in Watuanga. And this has actually opened up opportunities for more of these shootings and in these particular locations. And
More than 6,200 students in over 52 schools who were affected by a tropical cyclone Asa and Anna will be provided with meals for the next 3 months. Education Minister Rosie Akbar says they are currently working with the Australian government through the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade to provide food assistance to the schools. This includes 19 schools in the Western Division and 33 schools in the Northern Division. Akbar says 23 of these are boarding schools. She says under this program, they will assist 6,280 students in the Western and Northern Divisions.
This program was initiated after we identified schools and communities that had their farms destroyed after TC Asa and TC Anna. This program will go on for 12 weeks and will allow communities to normalize their farming resources. We have also engaged members of the community such as our Mothers Club and village groups in assisting in preparing and serving meals to our children.
The Fijian government's effort to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic needs to be commended. India High Commission's director of the Indian Cultural Center, Santosh Mishra, made the comments during the opening of a convention on holy songs in Senganga. These songs are normally sung in the lead-up to holy celebrations. More than 15 groups were part of this convention. India Cultural Center Santosh Mishra says due to the efforts of the government, people can move freely and celebrate Holi.
Fiji is a COVID-19 contained country, and there is a very few countries around the world who are COVID-free. And today we are able to get together and mark holy celebrations. We are really blessed. We should thank the Lord and the Fijian government for their efforts.
Up ahead, Mangala shines at Murray Sevens and Bar suffers first loss. Stay with us.
Oira na ngwane na nonde inuni enda beising ni mataka.
Mersusunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina nora baksunga ika wala loma taki na ngwane. Dhala bina oya wa meliki.
Bulre oya wa Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikira enda bei mataka.
Moniti kena makarombuka.
Ni waitiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Indau kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
National Sevens squad member Sireli Mangala may still be an unknown, but many, including coach Gareth Baber, believes the youngster will be a household name soon. Playing for Fiji Shadow in the past 3 days at the Fiji Beta Sapphire Murray Sevens really brought out the best from the player that scored 2 tries for RKS in the Dean's final in 2018. Aquila Dama caught up with Mangala last night.
Many don't realize what this 21-year-old Mburewai villager from Ra had to go through in the past 2 years.
I've overcome so many injuries throughout last year and year before. One of my injuries was broken my right arm and my left leg.
His parents sent money from Lambasa to provide for him and his brother, which is one of the reasons he has to work hard.
Both of my family are in Honolulu, all working and staying over there. For me and my brother here in Suva, we are at my auntie's place. There's a big challenge. For me, every day I have to go train hard, think of them.
Mangala was one of the standout performers for Fiji's Shadow at the Murray Sevens.
And there's a player that really excites me is Sireli Mangale. Playing for us, he's in the squad. He's only a young man, and you know he took the final there by storm.
Murray Sevens player of the tournament, Jerry Tuai, says Mangala and a few other young players have proven themselves.
Leli, Chuta, Rasaku, Mashi, Kitchane, Salawa, Sandrung, all boys who are 20 years old, 19 years old. And as I said, we trust the coaches.
Mangala and Tuai played pivotal roles for Fiji's Shadow at the Murray Sevens. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
2 goals in the second half were enough for Lautoka to see out Mba 2-1 at home during the Digital Premier League match yesterday. With a goal-less first half, fans from both sides were getting frustrated with the many missed opportunities. However, the 63rd minute, Dave Randringai opened the account for the home side, followed up by Serusi Nalaumbu in the 69th minute as the Blues took a 2-0 lead. Ba managed to pull one back through Daryl Kakasi, but it was too late. Lautoka coach Penny Finau says the win was critical following coach Tangi Bonolangi's termination last weekend.
In football, coaches come, coaches goes. Hey, we have to move on. Like Lautoka here to stay. Players come, players go. Coaches come, coaches go. So we have to move on. This is football. So we are trying to build a combination with the team.
Defending Digicel Premier League champion Suba has suffered their first loss of the new season. Suba was beaten 1-0 by Nandi at Prince Charles Park yesterday in round 4 of DPL. The rain failed to deter both teams from playing some good football. However, Sakaraya Naisua's 15th minute goal was enough for Nandi. Nandi didn't disappoint the home fans as they used the weather to their advantage and taking control of the game. Badminton Fiji plans to have its inaugural National Club Championship at the end of this year. Official Andra Whiteside says this is one of the ways they hope to increase interest in the sport. She says they are hoping the National Club Championship will revamp inactive clubs in the process.
Through the generation of the clubs that can encourage one more competition amongst the players, and that will hopefully naturally develop their skills, but as well as being able to host the normal competitions that we have.
Cloudy periods with some showers can be expected over the eastern part and interior of the larger islands. Fine weather likely to prevail elsewhere. That's FBC Morning News. Join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbc.com.fj. Take care and good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।